What happened? Scramble like a dope fiend. Keep your head up like your nose bleed. Alright, welcome to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Tarot. It's lit. This one is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus for May 2026. Okay, I feel like I was only on here for a couple seconds. Yo, that should jump from 16 to 20 seconds. Okay, anyway. My returning viewers, starving subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, locking in, and the like button. Thank you for getting to that, tell your friends and your peoples, sharing the video, shit like that. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, post for all 12 zodiac signs, to do pick a card to general readers, tap in, hit the bell. Scorpio is still working, okay? Like if you're waiting on everything, but this for Aquarius, okay? Well, I read this one about that. I just don't know what. All right, I wrote coming of age. All right, coming of age. Maybe something was given to you at a certain age, or something was supposed to be given to you at a certain age. Take whatever I say as resonates. I wrote something drawn out, or is it a masterpiece? Because I was playing a song and I was like, where's the song at? And then I was like, it was Rock Your World, Rock My World by Michael Jackson. So in the beginning of it, it's like he has a movie. It's like a movie video type shit. So anyway, it's something about that. So I said something about something drawn out, but yeah. So and then I wrote, or is it a masterpiece? Cinema. And then I wrote worth the wait. I wrote enemies still trying to. He said something about can't hear these suckers here, pen drop some shit. Anyway, enemies still trying to have you voluntarily welcome heartbreak into your life, maybe involuntarily. Okay, I said be mindful of jumping in thought forms, and I seen this shirt today and it said confidence. The gist of the shirt, it said something about confidence at the top of it, and then it said like let go of the past because it brings tears. And it said don't look at the future, something like that. Don't be too focused on the future because that brings fears. And then it says focus on the present because that brings cheers. Okay. And then I just thought about it just now. I just thought about sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, y'all know that. Y'all was watching that? Okay. I don't know. That show was on Nick at Night. Anyway, cheers. Yeah. I don't know. Something about that. It was a themed in a bar. Anyway, this for Aquarius, okay? So I'm gonna talk to God. I trust y'all are doing well. It's a choice to make each and every day, every moment of the day. We're going on almost 3 minutes. And is there people here that like I'm just gonna mention it. Let me listen, let me put a playlist on or whatever like that. Let me talk to God. All right. Song right here is called Money Showers. Fat Joe and Remy Ma. All right, so this for Aquarius. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest ascended white light. Thank you so much for sending me down here to do this reading for Aquarius. So, rising with us, make sure we're all protected from low vibration, demonic oppressive. Nosy energy, them get clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation. Thank you for the cloud and the clear visuals, Lord. All right. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it's some messages in like the whole. I just kind of want to just play the song. I don't know. It could be something like about that too or something. Mm-hmm. Take whatever I says resonates. Let me drink some water. Make sure y'all drink your water. Y'all staying hydrated and align mind, body, and soul. I'm looking at this green thing. It doesn't. Oh, I was about to say. It doesn't look like it was jumping. It'd be jumping. It'd be jumping when it's time. All right. All right. All hocus pocus, all hexes, flexes, curses, hoodoo voodoo chants. They work out for my highest good and everybody that fucks me in their heart. Other than that, the rest of it goes down to Mother Earth to be transmitted for the highest good of all. And that's that. And we're gonna leave it. We're gonna do it like that. Okay. So let me get a spray junkie card for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus. Thank you, angels. Thank you, more angels, more ancestors. I'm glad to be on here. Let me get one card for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus. Okay, let me see. This for Aquarius, symbolize Venus. I don't know, 518 could be significant. Okay, you can still have people actively attacking you. I feel some shit in my neck. You got it. So what's it? Attacking others, that's for whoever, look, listen, it's yours. Anyway, what? Attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now. I mean, this could be you or somebody else, okay? Somebody who doesn't know how to focus on the good in other people. And that kind of makes sense if they don't got too much good in themselves or something. I don't know, or they can't see it in themselves. And then take this how it resonates. I'm gonna mention this. All right. Something about something about like you could be somebody that you be seeing the good in people. You know what I'm saying? You might give a chance or something. This could be any type of person. This could be anybody. Just you could be trying to, and something about seeing people for what you see, what was being shown to you. Like, I don't know. Anyone trying to affect my third eye or my crown chakra, God, contend with them. How can Aquarius? Well, let me get a spiritual card for Aquarius from the rising Venus. Oh my goodness. Instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. I'm feeling like a, like, like a, like a bing, like that shit bouncing off. Instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. And then right here, I'm looking at I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. Okay. If you looking at my nails hard, they're atrocious. So don't look hard. But anyway, look. I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. Hmm. All right, let me see. Let me put a playlist on for real. I don't really want to watch no whole music videos. Okay. I feel like you're venturing out now that I don't know, I'm peeping these stars right here in the middle. You're not, and you could see something, and something about this crescent moon. These niggas is really going hard, Lord. You see them. It's unfortunate. But it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Okay, so um, what I'm looking at is it says sit back and enjoy the sights, the companion for your next adventure. This is it's like an advertisement for Honda. That could be relevant. Okay, that message right there. Okay. All right. Yeah. Exactly. I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. Okay. So yeah, you gotta feel like you thinking present. Okay. You thinking in present tense. Okay. So there could be people trying to really reflect or deflect or project fears onto you. I feel like someone could be trying to make you feel like it's your shit. Okay, it's projections. I split the deck. I'm looking at the King of Cups and the King of Swords. I'm looking at the Ace of Wands. All right, let's for Aquarius. Summer rising Venus. Let me take a sip. What? All right, that song is called "We Are Who We Are" by Passion. All right, let me see. I'm looking at the Five of Swords and the Strength card. I'm not gonna hold you. This could be somebody else or you. It's something about getting in your own way and having the strength, or maybe enough experiences to know like not to fall into some type of tempting trap. And this could be in any type of way. I don't know. But I'm also looking at the Nine of Pentacles, looking at the Ten of Pentacles. Let me see something. Looking at the Page of Cups. I don't know how it feels like this is supposed to be in general. Okay. However, this feels like you're attracting somebody, or maybe it's not even about that. God is in it. I'm looking at the Hierophant Taurus energy. Okay, something about you reflecting love. I'm looking at the Ten of Swords. And you purposely seeking out happy people. Okay, so listen. I do feel like some shit right here in my throat chakra, rebuking in the name of Jesus. But not just that. I also feel like a little bit like hesitant. Like I don't want to say too much because these niggas is really hard. They on my body. On my body. Okay. I'm looking at the full card, so maybe I just just let it be free. Okay. It's a celebration of my ancestors. So let me see what's going on with what they doing is hocus pocus. Okay, it's for Aquarius, okay? They're doing this hocus pocus, somebody in your family, okay? Somebody in your family could be doing hocus pocus now. It could be somebody in my family, but this is for Aquarius. My North Node is an Aquarius, okay? Y'all didn't ask me, but that's how I like to. But anyway, I'm looking at the full card. You taking a leap of faith. Niggas want to do a hocus pocus. You taking a leap of faith. It could be on new people, okay? 1111 is twin flame energy, soulmate energy. They want something. It's walking hand in hand, like, you know what I'm saying? I know this card is kind of, you know what I'm saying, but they both holding stuff and their hands is up in celebration. Okay. Now I'm looking at the Hermit and the Seven of Swords, just someone that's spending time to themselves, and they could be a fire sign, or they could be spending time to themselves. Okay, they could be feeling lonely or something. I don't know. But I'm looking at the Queen of Swords. You don't want to hear it. You don't want this person in your energy. I'm looking at the Seven of Swords. This person's an energy vampire. They're a vampire. Like 1244 could be significant. They really wanted you to take on the fear of others so that you would not reflect love. So that you would not feel like, so that you will not seek out happy people who inspire you to be great. I don't think it's a feeling. I don't think it's a feeling. I think it's I don't think it's a feeling. I feel like because you could have made decisions and made choices where it didn't matter how you felt. This is what God told you to do. This is the way forward. This is what I'm doing. God told me to do this. Or whatever. That's how you just moving. That's just how you grooving. I'm gonna split the deck. I'm looking at the Three of Swords. And I'm looking at the full card. I mean, someone could have wanted you to feel fearful about taking a leap of faith. They wanted you to feel like, oh, like you're gonna be stepping into heartbreak or something. I'm looking at the full card, and then behind it is the Seven of Cups. Behind the Seven of Cups is the King of Cups. Ooh, I'm looking at the Lovers. This could be choices. This would be options in love. Okay, like whatever say it resonates, or it could be like, um, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways, like different ways or some shit. I don't know. But I'm looking at the night, or it could be, like I said, it could be different options. But I'm looking at the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands is like you're cutting out fly by night energies. Okay. And whatever else I said, something about, yeah, you have a plethora, but it's like all these options aren't good. It's like which one is the best one when it comes to love? And the King of Cups and the Lovers is next to each other. And you know what? Something about, I'm just looking at this like a little bit. I feel like your life could be a little bit opposite or something than others or something like that. I'm thinking about that movie, The Others. I don't know. I don't know what about that movie. Anytime I mention it, I'll be like, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, but the movie Ben came out. Something about, like, you know what I'm sure they wasn't alive. Like, it wasn't none of them. I don't think none of them was. And so I don't know why my parents was having us like watch so much scary movies and stuff. But anyway, something about that. And I think it's like I want to say the system, whatever, like mass hive thinking, like I feel like it's like ingrained young. It's like, yeah, be scared. It's like, yeah, be be riled up. Like, I don't, yeah, have that fear in you. Okay. And for the majority, like they could be raised like that. You could have been raised like that. You know what I'm saying? You fear, like fear, fight, or flight. Okay. You could be working on that. Okay. You could be intentionally like seeking out happy people who inspire you to be great. So you could reflect more love or something like that. Okay. I'm looking at the full card. Aries energy. This is for Aquarius. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all niggas in the bag. I know it's about 80 y'all. Hit the like button on y'all devices. Look, I'm looking at I was going to say the tower card and the full card. So you taking a leap of faith, you doing something that was not in protocol. You doing something different that niggas was not expecting you to do. And now shit is crumbling. But why was they expecting you to be a part of their equation? Whatever they was trying to do, they should have had not counted you in it. And that's where it failed at. Because you was free and the cords was cut from whoever was building on your energy. This whole tower, there's a whole tower, and I feel like it took some time, enough time for this person to get a crown off your shit, or something like that. Something about eating off your crown chakra, maybe eating off your connection. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. They're not in the tower; they're falling. Whoever's trying to fuck with my solar plexus chakra, what's good with you? Like I just thought about summer school. Like I don't know. Like you guys did not do well during the semester, and it's like you niggas is going to summer school or some shit. You guys cannot have a good time, cannot play, can't go on vacation, whatever, whatever, or something like that. I don't know, but this is real life, and there's real is even deeper consequences than what I just said. Summer school. I don't know. Something about being informed, misinformed, or uninformed or some shit. And that could be, I think, well, when I heard that, it was talking about the news. Something about the news, like it'll misinform you. And people read it to get informed. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I guess something about being uninformed, like you don't really know. You don't really know what niggas doing. Fighting amongst themselves. 5 of Wands. I'm looking at the full card. And somebody could be a group of people fighting your new beginning because they're they are miserable people that seek out other miserable people. They don't want to get out the barrel. They don't see it. They just like they already accepted their fate. They already said, we're in the barrel. They're gonna cook us. Somebody's gonna buy us. They're gonna take us home and cook us. It's quiet. Might as well be sad about it or something like that instead of having thinking good thoughts and be like, you know what? If this is my life, if this is my life, let me think positive so that when they do eat my body, I'm gonna be tasting good or something. I don't know. That's I feel like bro, people will be praying like, thank you for this animal for they feel like, what I'm saying? Cause shit is already known in the universe and shit like that. Whatever, take whatever I say, it resonates. Here's the point. You take the good, you take the bad, you take it all, then you got like just be here's the point. These people are miserable. They seek out other miserable people who are no, they seek out happy people who inspire them to be great. But instead of being great, they want to tear them down. They don't want them to be great. They don't want to let them, as if it's up to them. Now, one foot in front of the other, Knight of Pentacles, the Fool card. Okay, you're taking a leap of faith and you're continuing on. So if somebody wanted to like pull your leg right quick out, and you about to come out the barrel, they wanted to pull your leg right quick, like I don't know. Maybe somebody's gonna like go to the store and get you and be like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this crab. It's gonna be a pet crab, and then you have a decent life. Or I'm gonna take this crab back to the ocean or some shit. I guess you never know. I split the deck. I'm looking at the High Priestess, and then I see the Ace of Pentacles. But the point is, I seek out happy people who inspired me to be great. I almost wanted to say a leg up, but it's like you pulling yourself up who inspired me to be great. I feel like being great. I did yeah, look at these flowers right here. Well, it's one flower, but I mean, what? It's one stem, but it's different flowers. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you're seeking out happy people. I split the deck. I'm looking at the High Priestess and the Full Card Pisces energy. Yeah, so you know how you want to move, and you're disengaging from what does not feel like that. Even if I'm looking at the Ace of Pentacles, because you know what God got for you. You know it, because I seen the High Priestess. I seen the Eight of Cups walking away. At the top of the deck, I'm looking at the Queen of Wands. I'm looking at the Eight of Swords. You walking away from a fire sign, they're going to jail. What happened? Or, well, I can't see another way. Let me see. Let me look at these cards. Right? You walking away, maybe in the night time. Someone is conflicted in their head about what. Now, somebody could be, I don't know. Take whatever I say as resonates. So I was gonna say something about somebody could have been in their head 8-8. Somebody could have been in their head conflicted, self-inflicted prison. Something about walking away towards you. And the energy is like vibe, 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 boom energy with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Something about you having all bases covered or some shit like that. Now I'm looking at this moon. After that, this could be hidden. Okay. I'm looking at Temperance. Something about you being an earth angel. Something about alchemizing. Something about turning. Well, I want to say turning nothing into something. But however, it's like it's something there. The elements, like you use what you got. You make it into something or something like that. It's like nothing into something, but something about being resourceful. I don't know. Maybe it was a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout. You wanted to be or some shit. But something about I don't know. I don't know utility belt or some shit. Something about having all the supplies. Something about it's all there and you be making it work. Okay. And your angels being on deck. Whoever's trying to send me some shit right here to my chest, that's for you. Who's feeling like this? It's feeling like trepidation. What does that word mean? It's feeling like trepidation. Like, what's good? Somebody feels like that? Let me see what it means. A feeling of fear or agitation that something may happen. Yeah, I don't like that. Please, cast that out of here, out of this room. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so the moon card and temperance, and next to temperance is the Five of Swords. And the Hierophant, God sees these people trying to one up you, okay? Trying to make you trip yourself up or some shit like that. Some shit like that. All right. I'm thinking about some verse in the Bible that says something about not not dashing your foot against a stone or something. Whoever's watching this is 24 minutes and 23. As soon as I said it, it did a little stutter step. And then there's two people in here and 0 likes. Okay. Niggas is cute. Anyway, I'm looking at the Hierophant and the Hermit. And then I'm looking at the Nine of Swords right there. Somebody knows God see them. That they try to trap your star in a little cage. They know that in the back of their mind. God seen them. In the dead of the night, when they can't get no sleep. Somebody seeing themselves. I'm looking at the Ten of Cups. I'm pulling from the top of the deck. I'm looking at the Ten of Cups, the Emperor, and the Two of Wands. I don't know. I was gonna say something about look at this Five of Wands. I was gonna say something about You know the emperor being in charge. This is somebody watching you over yonder. This could be somebody in your family. I was gonna say something about head of household. I was gonna say something about if somebody, if they gotta look and spy on their family, like the, to fight. Okay, they're not just not to fight. The 5 of Wands to get. It's just okay. It is given miserable, and it's also given. Well, my question is, if they're not in charge of you, are they in charge or some shit like that? If you, let's say you the head of the household, right? But you don't got no dependents. I feel like somebody's upset about that. Somebody's upset they don't got no dependents or something, or they don't got you. If I ain't got you, yeah. Anyway, I'm looking at the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. 8 of Wands, okay, communication or whatever like that. 8 of Swords. So if there was if there was whoever's trying to fuck my throat chakra, bitch, are you niggas daft? Guess who speaks like that? Maybe it's a hit. Okay, look, listen. Okay, listen. Niggas is really trying to affect these chakras right here. It's 3 people right here. They're trying to affect my throat, my crown, and my third eye. And y'all see how this shit is like extra shaking and shit? That shit is not normal. Anyway, let me see what's going on. These niggas is like, oh no. So you know what's gonna happen? The trepidation is gonna be for a reason. But listen, something about some shit coming to light. All right, the sun card. All right, the 8 of Swords. They send in these projections. They want okay. If especially, I feel like if you speak something about being a mouthpiece for God, take whatever I say as it resonates. Okay, something about especially. Okay, listen, I'm doing this reading right now. Okay, so this thing is I don't know, going to be mentioned or whatever. Whoever's on your tail, on your behind, or trying to be. I'm looking at the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, sending projections. These projections are intended to have you in the 8 of Swords feeling in a self-afflicted bind, knowing that you could get yourself out of it, and then when you could be in this spot or this state of mind, you could be feeling like, you could beat yourself up about it. That's somebody wants you in a state like that, right? They could be on the outside looking in. They want you beating yourself up about it's projections. It's their shit. Which what is really going on is the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. They're sending you these projections, and so, I was gonna say something about communication, and communication, landing someone like something being revealed, something being seen, and it's a little child on here, and they don't got too much clothes on. You know what I'm saying? But the child is not thinking nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a child. It's just feeling free riding this horse. But something about something's come to light, okay? And this could be relating to why somebody's going to prison. Because what they did in the moonlight and God seen them. And I'm only saying that because these cards is looking at me. In the moonlight. In the moonlight and the Hierophant. Um, the way I'm holding these cards right here, I'm looking at Justice, Death card. I didn't mean to laugh. Okay, Justice, the Death card, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Cups. What's fair is that there's a transformation going on in your life. It could have something to do with the justice system. It has something to do with God loving you so much and it's overflowing. Something about you keeping your childlike energy. I don't know. I kind of threw cards like that. You know what I'm saying? Through all the 10 of Wands, through all the burdens that somebody could have paid to put on your back. What's wrong with them? Looking at the King of Cups, something about you being loved. And she will Be love. And then I seen the eighth. I seen the full card. I'm looking at the King of Swords. Hmm I'm looking at the Knight of Swords. I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, this is for Aquarius. I'm looking at the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody wants you to be fearful. This could have something to do with childhood wounds or something. And also, I get this energy of like someone, like something's come to light after a period of maybe a long time. Maybe after a long time, something's being seen about somebody that they was like, hey, here's something from the start. I'm looking, as for the deck, I'm looking at the King of Swords and the Nine of Cups speaking. Mm-hmm. Let me see. This song's called Let Me Talk to You, Justin Timberlake. And then it's gonna go into My Love. Okay. Justin Timberlake. Okay. Okay, so what I was saying that they doing this hocus pocus to make you fearful because they're fearful of going to jail. Okay. Or someone could want you to be fearful of moving forward, like taking a new leap of faith, like away from them. Okay. This would be somebody that be having you in your head, be using like manipulative language to have you in your head or whatever, and have you get in your own way, putting their fears on you and shit like that. Okay. And what happened? Mhm. And the prison, they could be in spiritual prison. Whatever energy they wanted for you, like that's what they could be experiencing since you walked away. You're taking this leap of faith anyway. You walking away, you walked away. According to these cards, I'm looking at the Four of Swords. Could be meditating. I'm looking at Justice and the World's card. Somebody is really pressed to spend money on your leap of faith. They're really pressed to spend money on. Now, this could be in a good way. This could be in a bad way. But really, I was thinking like they want to trip you up. Like really don't want to have you tumbling off the cliff and shit. Okay, they could feel like they're spending good money, right? Yeah, towards the wrong things. I don't even think it's good money. I think it's dirty. I think it's bloody or something like that. I'm looking at the King of Swords and the eight and the King of Swords, Eight of Wands, Queen of Swords. I'm looking at the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I just feel like your life is your life, and whoever is watching you intently and projecting onto you, their life is their life, and because it was so pressed to get over on you, to be better than you, they're gonna get it because God was there and God seen them, and something's come to light because you are you, and this person is who they are. Mhm. So maybe somebody was confused about that, yeah, because they look at you and they thinking that you are them. Okay, you're not. They could have been doing manipulation or some type of hocus pocus for you to appear that way, like you was like them or you was dumb or some shit, and that could be the truth could be seen because you walked away from whoever this is, most likely a fire sign. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button. Yes, you weird niggas too. As soon as I said that, it was two people, one person watching here intently, throwing their best, throwing their best stuff. And then as soon as I said that, they had left out of here. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna ask this Oracle card. This is for Aquarius. Summarize Venus. Somebody feels like, you know what, like might as well. I've been doing this shit for 2 years. It's like might as well. No, bitch, you might as well quit while you're ahead. You haven't learned nothing in life yet. You haven't learned nothing in your, I'm about to say 60 years. I don't know who I'm talking to, but listen. It's for Aquarius. Get it together. God gonna deal with you. God gonna get you. God gonna get you up like that. I'm sorry. Somebody's gonna get hemmed up by someone's angels. So for real, stop playing. Now this for Aquarius. Yo, why I said that, and then I smelled like my people from down. So I smelled my grandma. I smelled my grandma and my cousin and my granddad. Smell like my grandma's house. When I said that. Anyway, look, this is the card right here. I'm gonna wrap this up. Divine Guardians, stop playing. Your divine guardians is on deck. Okay, so these folks doing this, whatever they want to do, take whatever I say as a resonates Aquarius, okay? But look at this card. And I do feel energy like you're protected. And especially, I feel like making sure you're keeping those channels open, okay? When it comes to your guardian. Because someone could have wanted to fuck with that. But anyway, divine guardian. Aquarius, this is a time of significant spiritual growth and healing for you. You are protected during these times by the love and strength of Divine Mother Isis. Relax and allow your transformation to happen. I don't know why I was going to say something about sitting up. I don't know, maybe that's for me. Or whatever, I don't know. Something about sitting up. Anyway, your divine guardian protects you now. Let go. Trust unconditionally in what is happening for you, as there is only divine love beneath the surface of the present situation. Yeah, something about you being relaxed. Maybe like your shoulders relaxed, because we really not stunting these niggas at all. Like what's going on? Like they want to be stunted so bad, but they're not stunting in their own life. There's nothing to look at, nothing to see here, nothing to see. And they could have wanted to. They could have wanted you to be like say that about you, like you're nothing to see. But I don't feel like that. But anyway, I'm gonna get one of these scripture cards. I was gonna say something about ketchup or relish or something. The word really is reflect. Somebody need to do some reflection. And you know where they have ketchup and relish? They have it at the family reunion. Show them how you do. Show them how you do. But I was gonna say something about reflection, like oh, like this is so and so. Remember how old? Remember? Yeah, they got big. You know what I'm saying? Shooting shit and whatever like that. Something about reflection, like looking at stuff. Something about looking at something, not just having t-shirts. Like I'm sorry, not just having t-shirts, my nigga. Not just slogans, mottos, putting it on the food. I'm talking about the inner. Okay, what else am I gonna look at? Oh, reflection. Where is it? Reflect. Whoever's trying to fuck my solar plexus chakra, sit down, please. Lord, sit them down. Thank you. Okay, to reflect means to think deeply or to cast back light. Cast back light, sound, or an image. It is a powerful concept with applications. Oh my goodness. With applications across personal growth, science, and technology. Okay, taking your time to contemplate your experiences can help reduce stress and increase self awareness. So, I feel like at a good family reunion like that, I don't know. I've been to one in there. Here's the point: at a good family reunion, that's what would be going on. Taking, what I'm saying? Like contemplating others' experiences, and it could probably reduce stress and increase self awareness of yourself, of other people, of your family, of the trajectory where shit's going. I don't know, take whatever it says resonates, okay? So I'm gonna wrap this up, like I said. Let me get a scripture call. Somebody going to prison. They were so pressed about you being in the Queen of Wands energy. Not just that, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. You know that song? It's like, pow. You know that song is like, it's like, the time has come for me to break out of my shell. If somebody wanted you to stay in your shell, but you gotta shout. You was coming out. Talking about somebody coming out. Okay. Somebody, oh, you know also the word happy. The word happy. You know how they, I don't know why I'm trying to be quiet or whatever like that. But I remember asking my mother was watching Friends. She was watching Friends. I think it was like 11 or 12. I think it was in 5th grade. I might have been 10. Anyway, here's the point. My mother was watching Friends, and they said something about somebody being gay on the show. And then I asked her, what does that mean? What does gay mean? Like, tell me, what does that mean? Because I was trying to understand in the context of what they were saying on the show. And then she said it means. And then I looked, like I was trying to figure it out, the context of the show, and it didn't make any sense. So then I knew, like, my mother's a liar. So then I went to school, and then I asked one of my friends, and then they told me. And they said they probably didn't want you. Your mother probably didn't want to tell you because I don't know, for whatever reason. Okay, but it's something about I had to I had to seek out the knowledge or something like that. However, maybe something about somebody accepting themselves or something like that, self-reflecting or say whatever I say right now. Okay, this is for Aquarius. Our God is a God who saves. Psalm 68:20, and it's an exclamation. Our God is a God who saves. Save souls, save lives, save minds. Love the Lord, saves hearts. Love the Lord, your God, with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. Mark 12:30. Okay? Heart, soul, mind, strength. Love the Lord with all of it. Okay? I kind of feel like, imagine me, I can. You imagine me, I admit it was hard to see. You know the song. Something about, really, I want to say, like, imagine you putting that much focus, okay, that much love into, like, God instead of, like, the world, because you in the world, not of the world type shit, or whatever the word is. That's reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out later on. Check out your other readings if it's posted, okay, later. Y'all losers in the back, no comment. Y'all do what y'all do. Appreciate y'all.